Welcome, Sagittarius, to your end of the month reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on. For those of you in United States, happy Thanksgiving. If you guys have a blessed holiday season. Eat lots of turkey, whatever you're going to eat. Be safe and have fun, most of all, right? Okay, so let's get in here. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome, guys. And if you keep finding yourself at my channel and have not subscribed yet, hit that big old subscribe button. Join the family. That way you never miss out on a video that's coming in. I do post a lot of videos. I do post about 6 videos, depending on the month. It could be anywhere between at least 5 to 6 videos a month. Okay, guys, let's go. We have poor planning. I would say you might be dealing with somebody who's manipulative, but I'm not feeling that as a big thing for all of you. That could be for some of you. I feel it's kind of low on this one. This reading's a little funny because I feel like it's a little low. It's really about lack of confidence and poor planning at this time. The lack of confidence is only coming from the poor planning. Clarify on the situation, please. Yeah, it was like you had lots of strength before. You had the confidence to continue down the road that you're going on. It just feels like now you're withdrawing during the end of the month because whatever the poor planning was, and it just feels like it got you into a place of kind of like an insecure place of not feeling that you're as strong as you were because it didn't work. So the ambitious drive that you have is still, it's kind of funny. It's sad. You're kind of funny right now because it's showing that you still have that within yourself, but you're pushing it into the back, like the back of your mind, right? So for instance, if you were talking to me just out of the blue right now, I would know that something was upsetting with you. And you wouldn't feel the confidence and the courage to really, the way you're speaking right now, right? It'd be like, I don't know about that. But then if I said, hey, you know what? I could turn this around, right? So it doesn't mean that you got rid of the idea. The idea is still there. It's just that you have the lack of confidence to pick that up and throw it to the world or towards someone, right? Person, place, or thing. But if I threw you something that you knew had a really huge chance of turning around, that ambitious drive is just going to, what? Wait, huh? You see what I'm saying? So it's not that you're done. Some people might think that you're done because you've withdrawn, you've pulled away from this situation so much. You might even threw in the towel, literally threw a piece of paper, did something, literally throwing something down and saying, I'm fucking done. I don't want to deal with this anymore because of the frustration. But if there's actually a way to fix it, you're saying to me, I will be far beyond driven with ambition to actually fix this because it really does mean something to me. Because I really do want to be the magician. Why would they use the magician card? Do you know how many cards we have over here that could literally tell us that you had poor planning, that things fell through, that you had lack of confidence within the situation? I mean, there's so many things, right? The reason they used the magician was because it says, if given the opportunity and the chance, you're definitely going to take the action to create that, to make that work, make that happen, find that self-confidence within yourself. You just need the extra clarity and the extra push of either whether it's an aha moment within yourself, the light bulb goes off and the universe says, here, have a download, have this aha moment, right? So you're just looking for that. That's why that's there, because it says it's not done. That human response was because you were frustrated, you're pissed off about the situation because it's not working. But I do feel like the universe is going to come in and say, hey, what if I did this? To turn your magician in reverse. And that's what's going on at the end of the month. It's that something is happening to where that magician is saying, I have poor planning, but how am I going to turn that around? Okay. Because pretty much what I'm seeing here, anytime we have the magician, it's saying it's not forever lost. Remember, he's got the infinity sign over his head, my friends. That means it's not gone forever. It just means we hit turbulent, waters, turbulent spots. We fell in a ditch, whatever, right? So now you're going to just feel pretty much like you're a 9 of Wands, right? You're going to be walking on that walking stick. You need that walking stick. The magician's going to wield that Ace of Wands for you. That's what he's going to wield for you. Because there it is. Oh my gosh, you can't even believe that. Wait. Yep, because you feel emotionally drawn. You're drawn out. See, that's what you're wielding. You're wielding the Ace of Wands. I just said it. And it's going to drive you crazy with the impatience because you were so highly committed to the situation, but now you feel like you have no self-confidence, right? You don't see what's coming. You're not patiently planning on this anymore because for whatever reason you're saying, screw that, okay? Because you're all up in your head right now because you don't see any way out. What is happening though? What's the overall, right? What's the overall to the situation? We know you're going to wield. You're going to come back in December as a magician wielding this wand for the fresh new start, for getting this off the ground. So it's kind of like, okay, well then where are we going? In the end of the month, we see this. How is it going to be? Once again, it says it's something that you're not planning on seeing. It's something that's not there. You're being very impatient. Remember, we just had the Temperance in reverse, and now she's right side up, just saying, I don't need you. Oh my gosh, that's funny because both of these were in reverse. I was overcommitted to a situation. Now I'm feeling impulsively impatient because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with my commitment. Now they're right side up and it's saying, what? Have your patience. Move moderately. See where you're going. See where the mistake was. See if you can't fix it. Calm down. Get your emotions back to balance. There is a commitment here. You can actually work on this, but you have to get your head straight. And the only way to get your head straight in the situation is to balance your emotions with your analytical mind. Because now you're going to have your emotions with your groundedness. But you can't be all over the place in your emotions because you're not going to be able to think straight, right? For those of you who've been here forever and a day, you know I'm going to say, because what? When emotions are high, intelligence is low. So you need to balance those out to make sure that you can become grounded. And we want to be grounded because this is beautiful Taurus energy. This is the commitment, the faith, and the intelligence, faithful intelligence of being grounded. That will allow your 10 of Cups to come because you're going to be able to see things. You're going to be able to wield that magic. You're going to be able to use that intuition. Now intuition is coming through. Now you're going to have that aha moment. Why? Because now your emotions are straight. Straight enough for you to be able to think clearly and be able to see now. Now you can clearly see. Gut feelings coming in. Oh! But what if I did this? Oh! Or you're right. If somebody else is coming in to say something to you, then you can finally see what they're saying. Because at first unless you really 100% at this, because this is general reading, everybody's going to be a little different. Look, there's either A or B. They're going to come into you and you're going to say, oh my God, and I totally see where you're coming from. Let's do that now. But guys, it's still saying you still have to be grounded and you still have to keep yourself patient because that could actually, this is fast moving energy. You still have to keep yourself grounded because now you're moving too quick no matter what. Mm-hmm. So don't fight yourself, okay? You've got this. And that's where you're going to be moving. But it's saying right now at this time, doesn't matter how good it looks, watch your impatience. Because all it's going to do is end up kicking your fire back in. And this is wind. Wind and fire. What? We've got a wildfire going on over here. You're going to be burning everything down. wind makes fire move fast, and wind's already the fastest thing in the deck, all right? And fire is next. So we're going to have like some kind of wind tornado going on over here as you're moving. So wind fire tornado, that is. We've seen those. You know what a wind fire tornado looks like. Very scary if you're the wild brush or in that area. So it's telling you, what does it say? What does it say? You can't make this shit up, guys. 0404, slow down. God, I love my job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody just pause for a second. Rest. Inhale. Exhale. What? Need to relax. Balance. Power struggle. What did I just show you guys too? I just showed you the what? 5 of Wands. Eternal battle. I don't have it out anymore, but that's okay. Force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, and warning signs. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Also, I love it too because we're talking about slow down. We don't need to be a fire tornado moving towards what it is we truly want, because we want to be able to think rationally, think analytically, think intuitively, right? Okay, my friends, that was amazing. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.